Hey everybody, welcome to my page. It's time for book haul number two. The first one was great. I'm glad. Thanks to everybody who watched. The comments, the one comment, which is straight. That's good. Hell, I just started the channel, and I'm not trying to be a star with it or nothing like that. But that was fun, and I just like to share what I'd like to do, what I like to read, and that sort of thing. And if you resonate with it, you do. If you don't, you don't. That's just basically it. But I got a big stack now. Oh Lord, I can't pick it up. But damn, don't fall on the floor. Ah, here we go. Lovely books. Lovely, lovely books. I probably shouldn't even go through all these. I don't want to be here all day with them. But there's no videos on this book haul because I watched True Blood season 5 from the last video, and that's the last thing I bought. And I'm currently watching season 6, and I know I'm not the only one who, I mean, as much as I love True Blood, season 6 is corny. Corny as hell. I don't care what nobody say. It's corny. I mean, after last week's Sunday's episode, I'm watching it, and you know, the grandfather now came. By the way, I mean, I read the books anyway, and you can say whatever you want, but I think the books are far better than the show on many respects, and you know, they got their own thing. But as far as season 6, no baby, no. Like Suki doing the thing, he all have the magic ball and let it explode one time. I'm like, dude, for real? Real, it's kind of corny right now. Like, y'all doing it a little bit too much. First of all, okay, just ignore it. But anyway, back to the book haul. It's not like I'm gonna stop watching it. The first book on my book haul, and I actually had this for a minute, but I want to show it because my ass haven't read it yet, was Domino Falls by Tananarive and Stephen Barnes. Domino Falls. This is a zombie novel. Freak Day is the name of the event that took place. It's actually the second book. I don't know how long the series is, but it is the second book, and it's pretty good. I like this book. I like the first book, and I need to finish reading this book and get into it. A funny story about it is last year when I was reading the first book, I was on we'll use scare quotes and say a date with somebody who I was talking to about, because I read a lot, and I was talking to this person about me reading the first book, which is called Devil's Wake. And I was like, you know, I really like this book. I was expressing that I really like this book because it's featured African American protagonists, characters who are trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. It's, you know, it's particular to their viewpoint. The authors are African American, and this fool got mad at me because I said I appreciated that aspect of the book because is it wrong for me to say that because I identified with the characters a little more? You know, the person got mad at me. This individual was not African American, but it was no way was I was just trying to talk about literature and the books and just how I felt about that particular aspect of the book, and they got mad at me. Got mad. Had the nerve to say, well, what the hell did that motherfucker say? If Eminem is, can I identify with, oh Lord, forget it, it's stupid. We haven't even spoke. I mean, we spoke a little bit afterwards than that, but it went downhill from there. But is that wrong? I mean, is that wrong for me to say that I appreciated the book a little bit more because the African American characters are people I can identify with a little bit more or more? I mean, I don't think it's wrong because it's not like I'm not reading. It's not like I haven't read Madeline Alt's, or however you pronounce her last name. Her Allison Hewitt is Trapped. That's featuring a Caucasian girl who is surviving a zombie apocalypse, and I love that book. So I don't know. It's just a matter of you reading literature and seeing yourself in it. Just like with TV shows and movies. Sometimes, you know, as a black person, you just want to see yourself in those roles doing those things, besides what is stereotypically designated to black characters. That's weird. That's all it is. Like, shit. Hell, I'm like a quarter Jewish. Can I get away with that or not? But anyway, the next book on my list is Christopher Pike's Remember Me 2. As I showed on my first book haul, I had Remember Me 1. I found this also at the same bookstore. And growing up, I got all of R.L. Stine. We already been through that. R.L. Stine, Fear Street. But I had a few Christopher Pike books also. And damn, I got rid of them. I don't know what happened to them. But this is one series that I did not read, and I'm glad I could catch up on it now. I hear a noise. It's a car or something. And then I got at the used bookstore Tempted Champions, Buffy novel. I really want to read this book because it features Buffy going against a vampire that was a slayer. Her name is Selena. If Selena turned Buffy and Willow restored Buffy's soul, could she possibly find love again with Angel at last? And more importantly, would she still be a hero? It is nothing. That ain't gonna happen in this damn book. That's not even canon material. But next is Don't Be Mad, The Alchemist. I had this book for a long freaking time, and every time I read it, I would start and I would stop. But I was watching a video on YouTube talking about the book, and I was like, well, hell, I need to really read the book then, because everybody commented about how damn good and inspirational the book is. So I put it on my list for July that I need to read The Alchemist and finish it up. I hope it makes me cry. Oh, my foot. I forgot I twisted my freaking ankle a little bit leaving somebody's house this Sunday. The grass was high and there was a hole, and I was walking. I had my pizza box just like this, walking across the yard, and next thing I know, my foot fell in the hole. But anyway, the next book is Ruthie Bolton's Gal, A True Life Story. Books like these are so great. I'm such a big I love books where African American characters are showing, or where the author is showing what they've been through, or what a character's been through, or reflections of what life was like for African American characters in a certain period other than our own, including our own too, really. But you know, you really don't see too much of that. But this is based off a true story here about a girl named Ruthie Bolton. I'll read a little bit about the back, because on the front you can't really tell that it's a crazy, I don't want to say crazy, but a interesting and intriguing and very dark book, because it looks like a girl who's just going to be a doctor or something, but no, she went through some shit according to the synopsis. So, born in 1961 to a 13-year-old mother in South Carolina, Ruthie Bolton grew up knowing the cold power of fear, abandonment and loss, and the looming presence of her step-grandfather, who beat her savagely and threatened her like a servant, were the dominant forces in her early life. Hardened by her childhood, Ruthie grew into a woman who used drugs and alcohol to escape her emotions, who stole and traded sex for money, who hurt others before they could hurt her. Then, after a failed first marriage, she met a man who offered her something she'd never known, something she thought of as a dirty word: love. The only challenge left to her was to accept it. In this acclaimed bestseller, Ruthie Bolton tells her own story in her own unforgettable words in a memoir, as touching, terrifying, and triumphant as anything Alice Walker, Toni Morrison, or Terry McMillan could even. Sounds juicy, right? I mean, this book sounds crazy. Her step-granddaddy beating her and stuff. Oh, Lord, let me read about it. Yeah, that's really weird to be. It's sort of like reality TV. You're intrigued, and you have to know. But anyway, books like that, because they are so dark and they are about women and men getting out of bad circumstances to be better, sort of like Cupcake Brown's A Piece of Cake book, which I love. Man, that book was crazy good. I like to read those kind of stories, even though the dark part, because it's, I don't know, it's something about people rising up that I really like. So I can't wait to read that. And because I read everything, I got Hex Marks the Spot by Madeline Alt. Hope I said her name right. If I didn't, she can come beat my ass and write me a check when she's done. This is a bewitching mystery. This is the third book in a mystery series based on a witch who owns a magic shop. I read the first 2 books a couple of years ago, and for some reason I stopped at book number 2. This is book 3. I saw it at the store. I was like, shit, I got a coupon. I went ahead and just grabbed it. And next I have Daughters of the Sword by Stephen Bein. If I pronounce your name wrong, whoop my ass and write me a check. But anyway, this is a Japanese girl on the cover. Her name is Mariko Oshido. I studied Japanese, so I hope I said that right. But anyway, I really don't know what the book is about. I just see the girl on the cover, and I was like, I'm down, like for real. She's Japanese, she got a sword, she's gonna be killing bitches, so I'm cool with that. And next is Elizabeth Kostova's The Swan Themes. I read The Historian years ago, and The Historian was a really good book, so I finally decided to pick this up. It was in the bargain section, so I couldn't go wrong. So yeah, I can't wait to read this book. It better be good. I'm pretty sure it is. And then I have Wild Rose. I didn't know it said The Wild Rose by Doris Mortman. She's here's her on the back. Don't she look like she was on the episode of The Golden Girls or something? She was probably Blanche's sister or something. But anyway, I love the 80s hair. I love anything 80s, so I'm gonna love this book automatically. But I did read one of her books called Firstborn. I read it last summer. That book was off the chain. It was about this thick, thicker than this actually, and it was really, really good. She's kind of like romance. She's sort of like the TV show. Ew, this is a stretch. The TV show Dynasty, the original 80s Dynasty, with a little romance. So it's basic, and then she has a little bit of Jackie Collins in her, where the women is sleeping with other people's husbands and stuff. That's going by the one book I read. But anyway, I love that it's thick and it has a lot going on, so I can't wait to read this too. And finally, well, not actually finally, but I'm gonna stop here. E2, E squared, whatever, however you want to pronounce it, by Pamela. I said Pamela. Pam Grout, however you pronounce her name. This is if you're familiar with The Law of Attraction and books by Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, and all those guys, and The Secret. This is a book that's also in that realm. Nestor Hicks. 9 do-it-yourself energy experiments that prove your thoughts create your reality. It was only like $2.71 on Kindle, so I suggest you go get it now. Her writing is great. I like it because it's just easy and it's just flow. It's not, while she's trying to explain it as science, she's putting it in relative terms, or I suppose you can say, or terms that anybody can follow. And like the book says, it's 9 do-it-yourself exercises or experiments to help you understand and create things in your life. I'm on the first experiment. I've been on it since Sunday, and it said give yourself 2 days to, you'll ask the universe to provide, to give you proof that what you think and believe exists or comes into your reality. So you have 2 days. The universe has, quote unquote, or whatever, 2 days to prove that it exists. I did that Sunday. I'm still looking. The thing is, it has to be something that you cannot count off as a coincidence, and a gift that's unexpected upon you. So it's a gift that's unexpected upon you that you cannot count off as a coincidence. I still had to go to work Saturday. I still had to go to work Sunday. I still had to go to work Monday. If anybody knows what. Anyway, but yeah, I'm so praying for that meteorite to come. No, I'm just joking. See, that just makes it worse, me putting it out like that. So, cancel. Forgive me, universe. That's not what I mean. But anyway, I think it's a good book. It was only $2.71. I suggest anybody go buy it if you're into that sort of thing, and just see if it works for you. she had a blog entry talking about people who messaged her about how the first experiment didn't work, and basically you just got to keep going and keep remaining open to the universe showing you things that you want to see in reality. So that's the end of my book blog. I really want to get more into that last book. I think I did too many. It's already past 11 minutes. Is it 15? Yeah, that's too damn long. I'm sorry. But thank you guys. Comment, whatever you want to do. We can talk about these books and keep going from there. Anyway, thanks you for watching.